morning. It is Saturday, October the 12th. It's about 5:45 right now. I'm getting ready to head up on the hill across the road from the house on some private land. I do have two feeders set up there. We can bait on private land only here in West Virginia for deer. And this is the same spot. I'm going to the same spot that I was at opening day, and I had that 7-point come in, but he was actually I was a little bit too far down the hill. It was because of the wind direction. He come in completely opposite from where I thought he would. He didn't come in from downwind. But anyway, I'm going back up there today. I was originally going to go to public land. I went up there Thursday evening. I had a camera in a certain spot that I hunted last year. Had it up there for about 12 days or so. I didn't have a whole lot of picks. I actually didn't have any picks till the last couple days, but the last 2 days in a row, there was a really big-bodied 6-point in there, but he was like 10 yards from the tree that I usually hunt out of. But the problem is, he was in there like an hour before daylight every morning. And about 10 yards down below, my camera was a really fresh rub on a pretty nice tree. And then about another 50 yards down on a really small bench where two little ridges kind of split, there was a fresh scrape. And the ironic thing about that, though, is it was a scrape in the exact same spot last year. And so I'm not sure if that was him. I seen an 8-point up there and a small basket rack 5-point, which I don't think he was it. But that's only 2 bucks I seen there last year, but big body. But the wind direction for that this morning was not good. Actually, there was a couple spots this morning I was really wanting to hunt, and one spot is a bedding area, and the wind direction was going to be good till about 8 o'clock, and it was just going to completely reverse. And so that wasn't going to be good. So, and even up here this morning, I got good wind till about 9 or 10, and then it's going to switch and start blowing straight down the ridge into a bedding area. So I'd say by 9 o'clock my hunt's going to be done up here. But anyway, now ironically, my equipment, I've had cameras. These feeders have been up since 1st of September. Our season came in on 28th. Had just tons of activity on both feeders. The one I'm going to had more activity in the morning, and the other one on this end of the property had more activity in the evening. But the funny thing is, just like the same day that season come in, both my cameras died. One, the battery went dead, and I replaced the batteries in it, and for some reason it's still not taking good pictures. My other one, for whatever reason, it takes a picture of me every time I step in front of it, even when I'm standing directly underneath my feeder at 10 or 15 yards away. It takes a picture of me, but I have not the first picture of any deer. So I brought it home and tried to see what's wrong with it, took the batteries out of it. Now the little compartment that holds the batteries won't even go back up in there, so I don't know what's wrong with it. So basically, other one I seen the first day was just that 1 buck. I hunted the same spot both morning and evening. It's the only deer I saw up there. So I'm going in pretty much blind. I have no idea what's up here. But anyway, so I'm going to get up on the hill here, and hopefully, on another good note, my little camcorder from last year that died on me last year, I have terrible luck with equipment, died on me last year. I gave it to my youngest son, and as of right now, it's working. So Lord willing, I may have some good footage hopefully later on this morning. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday evening. It's about 3:30, October the 12th. I was up here on this private land this morning, hunting over my biggest feeder. It's a 30-gallon feeder up here on the top of the ridge up here behind me. Had a yearling doe. Actually, she come in this morning. I could hear her down there walking around digging in leaves. I couldn't even see her. It was still so dark. Took about 15 minutes before I could even see her outline, and once it got light enough to see if she's yearling doe, she's the only thing that showed up. And she hung around for about 30 minutes. minutes after lighting left. Feeder never went off. Kept watching the rain. We had rain coming in. Kept watching the rain, so about 9 o'clock I got out of the stand. Started sprinkling on me and it quit. However, it hit the test button twice. It went off both times. I'm not sure what's going on. But I got a camera up here. Check the camera. And the 7-point buck I've been after. I was up here Wednesday and replaced the batteries and the chip in the camera. Put some corn in the feeder. He's been here every morning and every evening. He's a 7-point. He's the biggest deer I've got on camera up here on this property. And he's the buck that I'm after right now. But, a little tip, if you're going hunting, make sure you have all your equipment with you. I got up here and started putting my bucket full now. I parked full, probably about 150 yards from where I've been hunting at. Got up here and get ready to put my steps up on there. Get ready to get my lineman's belt out of my saddle. Put it on the tree. I don't have my saddle. Still down at my house. So luckily it's only gonna take me about 15 minutes to get down the hill and back up here. Idiot. Just a dumb move. I'm notorious for getting stuff all the time. When I first got married, me and my father-in-law both hunted with 30-30s. Thank goodness, because I don't know how many times I got to the woods and didn't realize I didn't bring my shells with me. So he had to let me borrow some of his. But yeah, saddle's a pretty piece of important equipment. Now I do have a 2-man stand up here and have a ground blind up here, but the wind's not very good for either one of those setups. The tree I've got in, so it can be a little bit better. Plus I'll be able to get up about 20 feet up in my saddle with my sticks where the ground blind's coarse on the ground, and the 2-man stand's only a 15-footer. So, and the deer have been coming out right behind where the ladder stand is, so I just don't want to take that chance. And so, like I said, it's only 3:30. It's only gonna take me maybe 10 minutes, 10-12 minutes to get off the hill and grab and get back up here. But really dumb move. But anyway, guys, just a little tip: double check your stuff before you leave. My wife's gonna laugh when I get back down there. Anyways, I'm gonna get on full, get back down there, and get back up here. And it only took me about 10 minutes to set up, so I should be hanging and ready to hunt here by 4 o'clock. It's 3:30 now. So, thanks for watching. Oh, what a freaking trophy! I had no idea he still has velvet. Oh my God, that's freaking awesome. That makes even more of a trophy. Hey, I would give up a long time ago.
No.
I would have come in the morning, but
No. Cody's would have had him by then. I wasn't giving up till we had no light at all. I prayed. I knew God would lead us to him.
oh my gosh.
He started bleeding out good when he backed up a hill. Where's the field?
Huh?
Where's the corner of our field?
Right behind you.
All right, here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm out here in my backyard right now. It is Sunday morning. It's about 8:30. We're family's getting ready for church. I just want to do a little quick video on a buck I shot last night. Shot him on private land right across the road from my house. He's a 7-point. He's probably about the biggest deer I've got on camera. I've been watching this deer since probably early June. He showed up on my mineral site. I've been coming to my feeder about every day. He was the deer the only deer that I seen the opening morning, but I was about 35-40 yards away. He never really gave me a shot. So hunting up there yesterday morning, he didn't show up. Only thing that showed up was a button buck. The button buck showed up last night, and he showed up about 20 minutes before dark. Run the little buck off. Had to wait about 2 or 3 minutes for him to finally give me a broadside shot. He was dead on 25 yards. Shot him. Probably run I'd say a total of maybe 150 yards that far, but it was all downhill, steep downhill. And pretty unique story about this buck. And actually, when I shot him, I wasn't too sure about the shot. I mean, I knew I hit him right behind the shoulder, but I couldn't find my arrow, so I thought maybe still beat him. So got out of that tree or so about 7:30. Whenever I seen my arrow down over the hill, wasn't sure if it was him or the arrow, but so I backed out, come back off the hill, got a bite to eat. And me and my wife actually went up there and helped me. She's helped me before several times. Helped me track this deer. And what happened, I hit him right behind the shoulder, got a lung. But I guess the arrow hit one of the ribs and come out on his opposite side, right behind his last lung. And put a little bit of intestines and stuff, and it blocked that hole on that side. So the only real good blood we had was every time he jumped over a log or a deadfall or something. We have 2 or 3 spots of really good blood that was gushing out the right side where I hit him. And anyway, he got on a deer trail that he was on, so I kind of figured I knew where he was heading to. But we still tracked it. Blood was really sparse, and our spotlight we had died on us. We was down to our cell phones pretty much. Headlamp I had on wasn't very good either, so I think my wife's part Indian. Told her I think she could track that thing in the moonlight, but thanks to her, because I was about ready to give up and wait till this morning, go up there try to look again. And she kept after me, and probably wasn't another 40, 50 yards we found a deer. He started up the hillside on the deer trail, and I guess he just gave out, and he rolled down the hill about 20 yards into a nasty thicket. Well, I got down there, and I left all my knife and my gut and gloves and all that stuff up on the four-wheeler at top of the hill. So I got down there and tried to pull him up, and my God, he was just a beast. He was heaviest deer I probably ever had to drag, and it was steep. Got within probably 4 or 5 feet of the trail where she could come down and help me, and his horn popped off. I have seen it on videos in late season, but I have never, ever heard of or seen a horn popping off. It's October 12th. And another unique thing about this buck, he's a 7-point, and on the side it has 4 points. About a quarter of his antlers still has velvet on it. And it's pretty unique. So anyway, and I also want to thank my youngest son for coming up there. And he met up with us by the time I actually went back to the four. I got my knife and stuff, went back down over the hill, gutted the deer. And then we ended up just dragging around the side of the hill till we found an easier place to get up. But still wasn't super easy. And my oldest son come down there, and thank goodness he dragged it all the way back up to the four-wheeler, saved the old man a heart attack, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to turn this phone right here and show you a little bit of this deer. Guys, here is the deer. You can see right there lays the antler. Right there's where it broke off. That's the one I was pulling him up on. If you can see that neat part right there, that's still velvet. They said he's a 7-point. He's a 4 on this side and 3 on this side. And right there's where I hit him at. Like I said, it come out back here on the other side. Yeah, I got this line. I guess the arrow hit that rib and come out angled out back here. But the other hole got plugged up a little bit. But this side was, like I said, every time he jumped, it was pretty good gushing of blood. So pretty happy with the shot. Yeah, recovery, it was difficult. I think it was about 11 o'clock time we actually got home last night. But first deer of the season, and also my first deer out of a tree saddle. So pretty blessed about that. So I'm going to get him back inside and get ready to go to church and come home, work him up. Guys, also at the end of this video, like I said, I've been saying in the past, I almost forgot about it. I'm going to start doing shout outs to different YouTube channels and people I watch. And this week I want to give a shout out to the guy that actually planted the saddle seed in my head. He's a man from, I think he's up around Fairmount, West Virginia. Right across his YouTube channel a little bit over a year ago, I guess, year and a half ago. Noticed he did a lot of saddle hunting, so I had a lot of questions about it and got my interest piqued and ended up getting one. And this is my first deer out of it, but it is Appalachia on Hunt. If you can see, I also got a t-shirt from him. But you can find him on YouTube, you can find him on Instagram, but check out his channel, Appalachia on the Hunt. Thanks for watching, guys.